Okay, hi everyone. I want to welcome you to a new video from runhorse.com sports. We're going to present the races from Sha Tin Racecourse. We have 10 great races on tap for you this Sunday afternoon. That is November the 29th. And before we get into the tips, we want to please encourage you to click that subscribe button below so you would not miss any upcoming handicapping analysis and tips from runhorse.com sports. Let's get right into it. Race number 1 is the Chevalier Aluminum Engineering Handicap. Class 4 event, turf course, 1,000 meters is the distance. Gonna go with the number 9 horse on top. That is a Super Axiom. Get Chad Schofield for David Hayes. This 3-year-old gelding, Australian bred by Exceed and Excel, is making his debut in Hong Kong. So we'll be interested to see how he goes. A big, good-looking horse and been working well for his debut. For second, going to go with the 11 horse, Valiant Elegance. Get Jerry Chow for Douglas White. Some gear changes on that one. And for third, going to go with the 14 horse. That is Precious Sweetie. Alexi Badal for Peter Ho. Takes us to race number 2. It's the Chevalier Car Dealership Handicap Class 5 event, a turf course. 1,400 meters is the distance. I like the number 4 on top. That is Red Brick Fighter. You get Joao Moreira for David Hall. This horse had a nice break, a nice rest since last season. Seasonal debut was recently on the 24th of October here at Sha Tin. You had Joao Moreira that day aboard at the 1,400 meters. Went very, very well. Closed well to finish second. Joao Moreira right back at the 1,400. Take him on top. For second, going to go with the number 6 horse. That is Fortune Hero. Get a bit of a price on that one. Jack Wong aboard. Richard Gibson is the trainer, and for third, going to go with the number 10 horse. That is Adonis. Jerry Chow for Douglas White. Takes us to race number 3. It's the Chevalier Construction Handicap Class 4 event. First of our all-weather track races. Going to go with the number 5 horse. That is El Jefe. Derek Leong for Dennis Yip. This horse, first time on the all-weather track, making his seasonal debut. I liked his last run. The end of last season was closing off well. Very interesting spot to start this horse. So, has the American bloodline, Bernardini. Love that. 5-year-old gelding. So we're going to give him a chance. He is lightly raced to go well on the all-weather. At first asking. For second, going to go with the number 3 horse. That is Victory in Hand. Zach Aperton for Francis Liu. And for third, going to go with the number 9 horse. Bit of a long shot here. That is Lucky Turbo, Wagner Borges for Tony Cruz. Liked his last run. Showed a little bit of a late dash in that last run. Give him a chance at a price. Takes us to race number 4. It's the Chevalier E&M Engineering Handicap Class 3 event. Also on the all-weather track. Going to go with the number 1 horse. That is Utopia Life. Get Chad Schofield for Manfred Mann. This horse, last time he was in the Class 3, back into the Class 3, dropping down this one. Was a winner on the all-weather in the Class 3. That was the end of last season at the 1,200 meters. So, like him on the class drop, going to go with him on a top. For second, going to go with the number 2 horse. That is Zarsun. Zach Aperton for Ricky Yu. Very consistent on the all-weather track, but does not usually win. And for third, going to go with a bit of a long shot here. That is the number 4 horse, Hong Kong Great. Set the fractions and finish 4th last time out on the all-weather. Get Matthew Chadwick on board. Takes us to race number 5. It's the Chevalier Environmental Engineering Handicap, a Class 4 event, turf course. 1,600 meters is the distance. Going to go for this number 2 horse. That is a Glorious Lover on top. Alexi Badal for Mi Chu. Last time out at Happy Valley at the 1650 meters. Closed off quite well in that race. So, showed a lot of improvement that day. Going to go with him today on the bigger track at Sha Tin, and at a price for second. Going to go with the number 10 horse. That is Master Hero. Joao Moreira for Tony Cruz. And for third, going to go with the number 7 horse. That is Leading Fortune. Chad Schofield for John Size. Takes us to a race and number 6. It's the Chevalier Healthcare Investment Handicap. Class 4 event, turf course, 1400 meters is the distance. Gonna go with this number 2 horse. It is Kazi Farazi. Jerry Chow, you get the switch from Zach Purton to Jerry Chow. Gonna pick up that important 7-pound claim for Dennis Yip. Seasonal debut in the Class 4. This horse was not effective last year in the Class 3. Got into the Class 4 and ran very well last time out. Went very, very close to winning. Not beaten by that much, even though he finished 6th. So, going to look for that second up. A little bit of improvement and that weight break. Going to give him a chance. For second, going to go with the number 3 horse. That is Superb Daddy. Neil Callan for David Ferraris has also gone well in the Class 4 in the past. And for third, going to go with the number 8 horse. That is Robot Warrior, lightly raced horse. Zach Purton aboard that runner. Takes us to a race number 7. It's the Chevalier Cup Handicap, a Class 1 event. Turf course, 1600 meters is the distance. I know this race is a Class 1, but it's a very, very weak Class 1. Most of these top quality horses have not been close to winning. So, it's a bold move for this 12 horse. Sky Darcy, he's won 2 in a row, touting the big weight in Class 3. Up to the Class 1 today, but gets in very, very light. Joao Moreira on his back. Casper Founds is the trainer. I think maybe he can do it, even though it's a big jump up in class. Take him on top. For second, going to go with the number 6 horse. That is Precious Ship. Matthew Chadwick for Ricky Yu. And for third, going to go with the number 9 horse. That is Not Usual Talent. Alexi Badel has the mount. Takes us to race number 8. It's the Chevalier Lifts and Escalators Handicap. Class 3 event, a turf course. 1200 meters is the distance. Looking for a back-to-back Joao Moreira. A Joao Moreira double. That would be number 10, Juno Park on top. Seasonal debut. Been a fan of this horse for a while. He just looks like he needed some time off. Started off racing very well last season, in the middle of last season, but toward the end kind of tailed off. Been working well for his return. Joao Moreira retains the mount for John Asai. Going to go with him on top. For a second, going to go with the number 4 horse, and that is Big Fortune. Consistent runner. Get Jerry Chow for Douglas White. And for third, going to take a shot with this number 3, Royal Bomb. A Hong Kong debuter, Blake Shin for Casper Founds. Takes us to a race and number 9. It's the Chevalier Property Development and Operations Handicap. It's a Class 3 event. Turf course, 1600 meters is the distance. Give the call to number 2. That is Perfect to Great. Neil Callan for Casper Founds. This horse stepped up to the 1600 meters in his second start in Hong Kong. And wow, did he show a huge amount of improvement. A very powerful late kick and just was beaten out by a nose at 57-1 odds. So, was quite long that day. Also today is around 6-1 right now. So getting a bit of a price and going to give him a chance in his third start. Maybe can break through in Hong Kong. For second, going to go with the number 7 horse. That is Awe. Zach Purton for David Hayes. And for third, going to go with the number 13 Romantic Combo. We get Wagner Borges for Danny Shum. Takes us to the last race on the card this Sunday afternoon at Sha Tin. It is the Chevalier Property Investment Handicap. Class 2 event, turf course, 1,400 meters is the distance. Wow, we have a good looking field of young runners here. Should be an exciting finish to today's race card. Gonna go with the number 6 horse on top. That is Healthy Happy. Chad Schofield for Frankie Lore. This horse's debut in Hong Kong was very effective and was a nice looking winner at the 1,200 meters in good time. Steps up to the 1,400 today. I see no reason why he will not run well again. Looks very progressive, this one. For second, going to go with the number 10 horse. That is a Temple of Heaven. Jerry Chow for Douglas White. Also a last start winner. And wow, some really good horses in this race that are going off at some big odds. And I could not leave number 14 off the ticket. That is a Star of Yuen Long. This horse normally is quite well backed. Gets in at a lightweight. I've never seen him at a lightweight and big odds. So going to give him a chance to fill the frame in this one. Do not miss any upcoming Hong Kong horse racing tips. Make sure you subscribe below. Thank you so much and best of luck at Sha Tin Racecourse this Sunday afternoon.